Well, this is the big breaking news coming in from Ladakh, the Galwan sector, where during de-escalation, an official statement coming in from the Indian Army, one CEO, 2 Jawans have been killed in a face-off with the Chinese army. We are yet to understand or get details on the loss of life or casualty on the other side. But this is a big news. Since 1975, these are the first deaths that have been reported at the India-China border.
To our viewers for those production difficulties, but we've sorted those out now. We've got the big breaking story here on India Today. We're confirming to you first that one colonel rank officer, the commanding officer of an infantry battalion in the Galwan Valley of the Indian Army, and 2 army Jawans have been killed in a violent clash with Chinese troops last night. The latest that we're getting to you now is that the Indian Army has put out a statement. They've confirmed the news that was first released by India Today. And I want to read out what the Indian Army has said. They've said, during the de-escalation process underway in the Galwan Valley, a violent face-off took place yesterday night with casualties. The loss of lives on the Indian side includes an officer and 2 soldiers. Senior military officials of the 2 sides are currently meeting at the venue to diffuse the situation. This is a huge escalation, ladies and gentlemen. The government has so far said that disengagement is happening, but if 3 Indian Army officials, personnel have been killed, including a colonel rank officer, to real conflict with China. The army says that the effort is on to diffuse the situation, but I'm asking here on India Today, what kind of situation are they looking to diffuse when a colonel rank officer and 2 soldiers have been killed by Chinese aggression on the line of actual control? I'm going to bring in India Today's Gaurav Sawant in just a moment. Our Foreign Affairs editor Geeta Mohan joins us live. I'm going to ask my producers to get us Abhishek Bhalla, Manjeet Negi, Rahul Kaval, and all of our security journalists, Sandeep Unithan from India Today. Everyone's going to be plugged into this big story. I'm going to put all of them on our screens right now because India Today has broken to you the biggest story of the decade. This is the biggest military story in a decade. These deaths basically mean that it is for the first time since the 70s that Indian military personnel have died at the hands of the Chinese in an altercation. Well, so far you've heard many naysayers say that the clashes were just an aberration. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this particular face-off between Indian and Chinese troops that took place last night, and we were the first to tell you about this. It happened last night while all other media organizations have been sleeping or giving you a wrong perspective on what's happening in Ladakh. We at India Today have told you the reality with facts based on what's happening on the ground. And what more do you need to tell you about the truth of what's happening in Ladakh than the fact that a colonel who commands an infantry battalion, I know which battalion it is, but I'm not allowed to put that name out just yet because of security concerns. I want to go across to Lieutenant General B.S. Jaswal, former Northern Commander of the Indian Army. General Jaswal, horrifying news. An infantry battalion commanding officer and 2 army Jawans have been killed in a violent clash with Chinese forces in the Galwan Valley last night.
Can I get a feedback? Was it firing or was it a scuffle and hit by some blunt stuff? Can you please tell me?
It was most likely stone pelting, sir. We are yet to get a confirmation from the army, but we understand that it was likely stone pelting.
Roger.